It has been a very weird last 24 hours or so. In all fairness, it's been a pretty rough last month, and the last week has also been not great. So it's just been all over the place, to be fair. In the last 24 hours, someone who really encapsulated an ethos and a mythos and a franchise passed away. Someone who impacted my life in a very positive way, and that was Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Ranger. He may have been many other Rangers as well. He was there for a very, very long time, and he was the guy. He was Mr. Power Ranger. And I'm sure he influenced and impacted millions upon millions of kids all across the world as Tommy. And that character just sticks with you because as children's TV, the idea that there was nuance and grittiness, also hurt and pain, but just misguided and not knowing what he truly wants, and then upon finding that out, realizing that maybe I've made a mistake. Like, that growth, that development in a person is just real, and you don't see it in children's television a lot. So the fact that that was there in the 90s is really something special, and he did a great job in that role, and he came back to franchise so many different times, just ushering in a new age of Power Rangers so consistently and constantly. He wasn't old. He was probably in his late 40s, maybe early 50s. I'm not sure exactly how he passed away, but, you know, he left his mark on the world, and that is something that I think all of us really want to do. I remember there was this Jewish proverb which was, every man needs to do 3 things in life. I think that was it. And it was have a child, plant a tree, and write a book. And I think he more than did what he needed to do on this planet, and he gave absolutely everything of himself to that world in the Power Rangers. Along with that, Kevin Conroy also passed away, and I mean, if Jason David Frank is Mr. Power Ranger, then Kevin Conroy was Batman. Like, I don't care what you say. If you think, for any reason, Kevin Conroy is not the definitive idea of Batman, I don't know what to say to you. I really don't, because he took this character that was in the dirt after Batman and Robin, and they made an animated Batman show. But at the same time, they made it film noir and explosive, but with hints of comedy, and his voice and his tonality is so unbelievably synonymous with Batman. I personally believe that Christian Bale took a lot of influence from that show, because prior to that, we hadn't really seen a Batman like that. But Kevin Conroy was this absolute thespian of an actor. He just loved the work. He loved it. Old, new, he would do absolutely anything and everything and do a bang-up job every single time. He was that talented of an actor. I don't think he really got the props and the respect he deserved as someone who loved the arts like he did. But I do remember him as well. He had this little note that he gave, this small little snippet to a young kid who'd lost their grandparent, I believe. And sometimes when people lose those close to them, you don't know what to say. Or you think, I shouldn't say anything in case I say the wrong thing. But he just knows. He's lived a life, and he knew what to say to that kid in that video. It was a video. And the truth is, these people, they stay with you. You know, family, friends, artists, actors, musicians, they have a place in your life. And whether you choose to let them have such a big impact or not, those who are not physically close to you, like your family and friends, that's your own choice. But I think some people are super duper closed off to, allowing the arts into their own life, whether that be in movies or TV or reading or music. As I said, physical art, it's so unbelievably important to absolutely everyone. Even when you look at something like engineering, you look at architecture, you'd think, oh, they're just maths and science, but there's inherent creativity to that. And that can be fostered in so many different ways. People like Jason David Frank and Kevin Conroy, their entire idea is fostering that within themselves so they can show that to other people. And I think it's a shame, it's sad, but I think the way I look at this now is celebrate their life. And my life could have been very different this last month, could have changed very quickly. And I'm very thankful that it didn't, but I'm aware of the snap of a finger and how quickly cards can come crumbling down, you know. So really, really do appreciate the people around you. Try and solve problems, don't create them, and have a good day. Don't fuck it up.